and welcome to the meeting place. I'm Michelle O'Neill, your host and resident emotional wellness coach, and I'm so glad that you could join me today. Now, for those of you who are new here, the meeting place is where I dive into practical and emotional aspects of caregiving. My goal is to provide you with insights, tips, and supportive community as you navigate your caregiving journey. So, let me take a quick minute here and go ahead and share to my group. Hey, ladies, how are you doing in the group? Here we go. Let's share out. Always want to get this done real quick so we don't miss the thing. Let's see. Having a problem sharing this out. Here we go. Found it. Yay! There we go. So now that I've shared that out today, let me get into this. Today, I'm focusing on a crucial but often overlooked aspect of caregiving: emotional labor. And you're probably saying, what's that? Well, emotional labor involves managing your emotions and those of the person that you're caring for. Now, if not properly managed, this can lead to a significant emotional strain and fatigue. In this episode, we'll explore innovative self reflection techniques, creative self care practices, and effective boundary setting strategies to help you recognize and manage emotional labor. So, grab a cup of coffee, tea, whatever your favorite beverage is, get comfortable, and let's get started on recognizing and managing emotional labor to prevent caregiver fatigue. Okay, let's dive in. Now, excuse me. Recognizing and managing emotional labor actually starts with being aware of your emotions and how they fluctuate throughout your day, right? Now, one effective way to do this is through daily emotional check ins. And I know this may sound a little time consuming, but with the right tools, it can be incredibly simple and quick. So, let me introduce you to a couple of methods, okay? First, there's the mood tracker apps. Love them. Got one on my phone right now. Now, these apps allow you to log your emotions at various points throughout your day. It's just a quick little pick up the phone. How many times do you pick up your phone throughout the day? Pick it up, track your emotions throughout the day. Now, you can quickly note how you're feeling with just a few taps of your phone. And here are a few popular mood tracker apps that I'd like to tell you about. Now, this is not all inclusive, but these are some of the top three. And one of them I have right here on my phone. So the first one is Dailyo. Now, this app lets you track your mood and your activities daily in just a few taps by providing insightful statistics and trends over time. So you can see how often you feel a certain way, what things trigger those feelings, all of this. And Mood Fit. Now, I have Mood Fit on my phone because it's designed to help you build healthy habits. And that's the good thing about these apps. Mood Fit offers mood tracking, mindfulness, my favorite, and gratitude exercises. And for me, I feel all three of these are so important during our journey. Another one is Mood Notes. Now, this app allows you to track your moods and thoughts, identify thinking patterns, the things you're thinking about, how often they show up, and wow, I didn't know I always go there, right? And they challenge negative thoughts. This one is a great one as well. So, me personally, I think I would I'm thinking about adding Mood Notes as well as Mood Fit. Love them both, right? But most of these apps also let you add notes about what might have triggered these feelings. So you can do these in all three and most of the other ones, right? Helping you actually identify patterns over time. Now, mood trackers serve as a tool to help you practice habits, That's what it is. I know it seems like just another thing, but this is a good habit. And that's why these mood tracker apps help you. You can get notifications, you can get affirmations, all of these things that just pop up on your phone that gives you another thought process, another way to think. And they also help you take active steps towards improving your overall mental and emotional health. They allow you to monitor your moods, identify the activities or situations impacting them, and give insight into avoiding certain triggers. And who doesn't want that? Now, another great tool is just a color coded journal, right? If you don't want to be on your phone all the time, if you're not a techie person, if this is not you, let's go back to the tactile things of a journey and just color coding your journal. Now, this is a physical journal in which you use different colors to represent different emotions. Red for anger, green for all go. This is a great orange or yellow for a little down, whatever colors you want to use. Blue for feeling blue. Hey, so at the end of each day, you just take a moment to reflect and color in a square or a line, whatever you want to use, right? That represents your overall mood. Now, over time, you'll start to see visual patterns, and especially if you have some type of calendar there, and you start seeing the colors over certain days or over weeks. And it can help you better understand your emotional landscape. So, for example, if you notice that your mood is often low when you have a certain caregiving task, when you do certain things like maybe having to clean up after someone in the restroom, then um, this can actually trigger further exploration for you. Why? What about this activity? What about this makes me feel this way? How can I change this? How can I start thinking at this in a different way, that maybe by doing this that I am serving them on a higher capacity, something that gives them dignity and they don't feel um, incapacitated and that they can't take care of themselves. But by tracking your emotions daily, you can start to identify these patterns and the triggers that for emotional labor overload. Now, this awareness, and that's what's so important, that we're aware of how we're feeling, that we're not just going through the day to day and just existing, that we're aware of how we feel and how the things affect us. And this awareness is the first step towards managing and mitigating the effects of emotional labor. So whether you prefer a digital solution, your phone, or a more tactile approach, these tools can provide invaluable insights into your emotional wellness being. Now, give them a try. I'm telling you, just try it. How hard is it to put an app on your phone, use it for, try it 1 to 2 weeks, try to kind of make it a habit for you for a while, and see if one works good for you, which one works better. Do both. Try your phone and try your what do you call it? Try your journal and see which one, which more, what kind of a gal you are. Are you a journal gal or are you a phone gal? Me personally, depends on my mood, and I like both, so I use both. Now, I'll explore some creative self-care practices that can help you actually manage your emotional labor in unconventional and enjoyable ways. I always like to think of something different and something that, well, something you can do in your own home, and you don't go have to go out and buy. Well, maybe you have to buy, let's say, balloons. So first, let's make your DIY stress balls. You don't have to wait till there's some big where do you usually get these? These when you go out to events where they give you the freebies and they give you these little stress balls. Well, you don't have to wait for this. You can create your own little stress ball. And these are fun and easy to make. And they can be a great stress reliever. If you've never used them before, never tried them before, ooh, you've got to try them. I use them and I love them. I have them all over. In fact, right now you can see I'm not home, but when I am home, I in my office, I actually use one on my desk, and I keep it on my monitor in my office. And when I need it, I just grab my little smiley face stress ball and use it. So here's a quick rundown on how to create them. I'm just going to go through this, and you can come back and revisit this if you'd like to and learn how to make your DIY stress ball. But here's a quick rundown on how to create them, and with just household items, right? So here's the materials you need. You need balloons. One, two, however many stress balls. Hey, make a stress ball for every room, right? So you need some flour or rice. Rice is my favorite. I love to put the rice in them, a funnel, and a spoon. Simple. That's all you need. Balloons, flour or rice, a funnel, and a spoon. Now you take the balloon and you stretch it a few times to make it easier to fill, because they're kind of tight, especially right there around the neck and stuff. Just give it a little stretch. Don't pull it too much or you'll pop it or put a hole into it. So, using the spoon, fill the balloon with either rice or flour. Now, I would use the spoon for the flour, but I would use the funnel for the rice. So all you have to do is stick the funnel in the neck of the balloon and just pour the rice through it till it's about the size of a small orange, right? Remove the funnel and tie the balloon tightly. And you can decorate your balloon with a permanent marker if you like. One of the things I like to do is put a word there, something that will uplift me or make me have happy thoughts, make me smile. Even just the word smile on there is a great thing. And there you have it. You have a simple but effective stress ball to help you manage those moments of high stress. Now, excuse me, if do it yourself stress ball isn't for you and you have a fairy friend, pet therapy is the next thing. Let's talk about the benefits of pet therapy. Spending time with your pet has been shown to reduce stress and increase feelings of happiness. Think about all those people you see that have their dogs, their companion dogs. I forgot exactly what they're called right now. It's escaping me this morning because I'm talking to you. But think about that. So, whether you have a dog, a cat, a bird, or even a fish, and I've had all, what, four of those: a dog, a cat, bird, and fish. And interacting with your pet can actually provide you comfort and emotional support. Now, for us, my greatest one was my dog, and he was a min pin, and I loved him. And when we lost him, he lived for, I think it was 14 years. It was just something we couldn't do again. But I have an amazing neighbor who has four amazing dogs, and she allows me to come over and visit them and get my pet hug whenever I need it. And they remember me. Buddy, there's Buddy and Charlie, all these wonderful dogs that give me the love I need and give me the lift I need when I need it. So, for instance, let me go back to it. I'm when I talk about pets, I love them. But for instance, petting a dog or a cat can increase the production of serotonin, tonin, and dopamine. These are chemicals that play a big role in elevating your mood. If you don't have a pet, like me, consider visiting a friend or a neighbor that has a pet or volunteering at a local animal shelter. Talking about animal shelter, that's something that was one of the big jobs that my daughter used to do when she was growing up, when she was a teenager. And I don't know how many animals she has brought home for us to foster for a few days or whatever, because she did not want them to be put down. And so she said, Mom, just keep them, Dad, just keep them for a few days and maybe we can get someone to adopt them. And in most time, in fact, all the times that she has brought one home, they got adopted. In fact, there was a couple of times we almost adopted them, but someone adopted them before we did. So I would love to hear your about your pets and how they help you manage stress. Share your pet stories in the comments below and let's celebrate the joy of fairy, feathered, or fin friends bringing joy to your lives and how much joy they bring to your lives. In fact, I have another friend in a group that I'm in, and his friend is a scaly friend. It's a lizard. So, hey, we all have different pets that we like, but it's all about the joy and happiness and calmness that they bring into our lives and the love that we give to them, right? So, the last thing that I want to discuss this morning is setting effective boundaries. This is so crucial for protecting one's emotional wellness and when you're being a caregiver, right? So, setting boundaries can be challenging, especially when you want to help everyone, when that's your personality and you have the compassion and the love. However, that this is essential to ensure that you don't burn out, right? Positive boundary setting, and that's what we're talking about today. Positive boundary setting means saying no in a way that respects both your needs and the other person's feeling. It's all about tact. Now you can say things like, look, I appreciate your thinking about me, but I need to focus on my duties right now, my caregiving responsibilities. Can we maybe revisit this later? I don't want to say no, but I know right now I can't take another thing on. Or saying something like, thank you for asking, but right now I'm a bit overwhelmed with my responsibilities and perhaps someone else can help you or take this on. I'll even help you brainstorm. Hey, let's think about who you know that can help you. So now you're helping with the solution, right? So, and here's another one. I would love to help you, but I'm prioritizing my well being right now. So let's see if there's another time that I can help. Because remember, your care, your well being, your taking care of yourself needs to go on your calendar and needs to be just as important as anybody else's need, whether it's at your job or your business or your family. You have to make time for yourself as well. So let's role play, okay? At this positive boundary setting scenario thing, right? Imagine a friend asks you to help organize a community event, but you're already feeling stretched thin with all your responsibilities. There's family, there's business or work, and there's your loved one, right? So your friend says, hey, we're organizing this community event next month and could really use your help with preparations. You're so good with organizing things and seeing the big picture. Do you think you can help us? Well, you know, you really feel honored and you want to help. You feel great that they ask you and they recognize how good you are at this thing, right? But this just isn't the time for you. So just saying something like, I appreciate your thinking about me and I would love to help. However, right now I'm currently focused on getting my head around these caregiving responsibilities and I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. Can we maybe revisit this in a month and see if I'm better in a better place to actually contribute? How did that feel? How did that sound? In fact, I want you to save this live and maybe come back to these so that you can create your own boundary scenarios or scripts. That's what they are, boundary scripts, right? So by practicing these scripts, by practicing these scenarios, you can prepare yourself to set boundaries kindly but firmly. And you already know what to say or how to say it, or at least a framework for yourself. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your own needs to be the best caregiver and the best friend and mom and wife that you can be. So, we have discussed innovative self-reflection techniques, the journal, the app on your phone. In fact, go get one today. We've talked about creative self-care practices and effective positive boundary setting. I encourage you to implement any of these, at least one of these strategies this week. And I want to hear about it. I want you to tell me what you've implemented this week. Share your experiences on social media using the hashtag managing emotional labor. Just, oh no, it's for me. And thank you. Thank you for joining me today on the meeting place. I am really too happy this early in the morning because I'm talking about a subject that I love and helping you find ways to manage your emotional labor. Until next time, thank you for visiting me on the meeting place. Take care. Bye bye.